Hollis, are you going to make it or no? We're going to introduce you and we're going to get going. It's getting late and I'm getting hoarse. I can't do this much longer. All right, starting in 10th place from Coldwater, Michigan. Sponsored by Mark Most Racing. Matt Olmstead, your 10th place qualifier. There's Hollis checking in. Starting 9th from Jones, Michigan. Sponsored by Phantom, Boca Bearings, Pete Russell Hobby Shop, and special thanks to his mom and dad. You guys write these stuff so small I can't read it. Anyway, that's Robert Lamont, starting 9th. 8th place. Sponsored by Phantom, Tekin, Caster, Upgrade, Diggity Designs, Team Screen, Damon Converse. Starting 7th. Sponsored by Team Looney Racing, and thanks to his dad, Hollis Vanderloon. Starting 6th in the stock truck A main, Justin Bailey. Now your top 5 out of Jackson, Michigan, and he's looking for a sponsor. All you race car manufacturers out there, Brandon Nichols is looking for a sponsor. Starting 4th, apparently not looking for a sponsor, is Mike Murray. Starting 3rd from Walker, Michigan, sponsored by Phantom, with thanks to Mike Murray and Jody Flipsy. I got it, finally. Wait a minute. Starting 3rd is Corey Smith. Starting 2nd from Walker, Michigan, Phantom, and thanks to Mike Murray and Jody Flipsy, is Nick Max. And your top qualifier for stock truck out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, sponsored by Promax, Kyosho, Orion, Diggity Designs, Robinson Racing, RC Product Designs, Applehead. All right, we got our marshals in place for the A main. I will tell you to go after I say less than 5. That's when you go, when you hear me say go, but first I gotta say less than 5. And so I'm about to say less than 5. Go!
Don't break it!
Got a decent start. Apple's maintaining 1st place. Nick's right behind him there. They're pulling a very slight lead back to 3rd. Apple over the first of the little jumps. And now Nick falls back just a hair. Apple's in the rhythm section. Now Nick in the rhythm section. Top 5, freight trading around pretty well. Apple's through the Death Star. 4th place, hung up a bit in the Death Star. Hung up a lot in the Death Star, but comes out of it still 4th. Ain't that cool? And they are pulling a slight lead. Apple's got a lead back to 2nd. Then there's a gap to 3rd and 4th fighting. Then there's a gap to the rest of the pack. Here comes Apple around for the first lap with a 37.7. Nick's got a 38.8. That's the gap. And Damon Converse 4th and Mike Murray 5th. There's Apple with Nick catching up to him. Nick catching up to him. Apple takes a big tumble in the rhythm section. He's on his lid. Same day marshal service allows a crash to go on, then runs away while the leader is stuffed in the pipe again. And Nick takes over the lead with about a 1.5 gap back to Damon, I think. Thank God it's a white car and a bright orange car. Maybe I can follow him. We will see. There's Nick coming across the line now and on to the sweeper. He's got a 38.8 up there. Mike Murray with a 38.7. The gap is 2.5 seconds according to the computer. I'm not sure it's that much on the racetrack. Wait a second. That's Mike Murray hung up big time. But Apple goes through for 2nd and somebody else is 3rd. Mike's back to 4th. And Nick Max has got a huge lead. Huge lead. Almost 2 minutes down. Just a little more than 3 minutes to go. Can he make it stick for 3 minutes? Double double, single, single. Nice and tight on the pipe. That's the fast line. And he is gone. Second place hangs it on the pipe, and Apple, our TQ, is back into second. The gap is 6 seconds. 6 seconds for Nick. Is he going to put it on cruise control, or is he going to keep the hammer down, folks? We will see. He's got the top qualifier behind him and wanting to take over the first place trophy. Nick is through the Death Star. Apple's working the end of the Death Star. Nick over the jumpy jump and heads for the Fruit Loop. Through the Fruit Loop. Apple's in the jumpy jump. Here's Nick in the double, single, single. Nice job, Nick. Very tight on the pipe. That's the line. There's Nick with a 39.8. And here's Apple with a 37.4. The gap is shrinking, folks, down to 3.5 seconds. I think if I were Nick, I'd be beginning to worry just a little bit with the top qualifier closing the gap by 1.5 seconds a lap. We've got 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Here comes Nick in the little part. Now he's in the jumpy jump. Apple is coming to the jumpy jump behind him there. Closing in. Nick under the Fruit Loop and into the quads. 2, 1, 1. He gets a little bit bigger air than normal. Apple's closing the gap good. That's a 38.3 and a 36.3. Apple knocks 2 seconds off in 1 lap. We've got 1.5 minutes left to go, and the gap is 1.5 seconds. Here comes Nick through the rhythm section. Almost lawn darts it, but hangs on into the Death Star. Apple's right behind him there in the Death Star. The white truck and the yellow, orange, and blue truck, folks. Now into the jumpy jump. We're nose to tail now. Nick through the Fruit Loop. Apple through the Fruit Loop into the doubles. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Fairly tight on the pipe. Nice and tight on the pipe. And who's that in third place but Damon? Damon moving up to third place. Nick and Apple both with 37 flats. And Damon closing in with a 35.4. Nick has a 1.5 second gap. And Apple has a gap of less than half a second back to third place. Suddenly it looks like Apple has had a problem. While I was looking at the computer to get to the lap times, it looks like Apple's falling back. He's in deep trouble. Nick has got this thing wrapped up. If he can hang on for another 30 seconds. 1 more lap, Nick. That was a 37.3. In second place now is Damon with a 38 flat. And the gap is 3 seconds between them. Nick, what could go wrong now? Oh, there's a big crash between second and third. Your second place car, Damon, took the tube, and Apple ran into him. Nick is out of the Death Star running all by himself. We've got 5 seconds left to go. This will be the last lap. Nick's got to just get through the Fruit Loop in the quads, and he's got this one in the bag. Apple's pushing it hard, but he's too far back. Nick's around the corner, and he's going to cross. He is done with the win. Nice job, Nick. Everybody who crosses the line is done. Nat, you're done. Justin, you're done. Nick in first place, done. Damon second, done. Apple third, done. Nick with an 8 in 5:09. Cross the line and you are done, folks. Oh yeah, we got one of these time things in the computer. I'm sorry. Apple was second and and Damon was third. All right, that's it for your stock truck A-Main. Nick, Apple, Damon, Mike, Hollis, Brandon, Robert, Justin, Matt, and Corey.